This segment is sponsored by Matson Financial Services. Many economists are predicting that taxes will continue to rise over the next couple years. So what impact is that going to have on your retirement savings? Joining us to talk about it are Taylor and Laurel Stewart. They are the husband and wife team from Matson Financial Services, a firm that's been helping people retire successfully for decades. You can also catch them on the radio. All right, guys, so what do you think the future has in store for us as far as taxes go?
You're right.
He's giving it the thumbs up, and you don't mean thumbs up.
Thumbs down,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
thumbs up. Like, they are going to go up. Yep. So I would absolutely agree with that. And you know, in retirement, it's not about how much you have; it's about how much you keep. And the biggest thing that plays a factor into that is going to be taxes. And then we've got healthcare and things like that we've got to plan for.
So, higher tax rate. What does that mean for people as they're approaching retirement? Sounds like a scary time to maybe be in that stage of life.
Yeah, I mean, if we look at one section specifically, when you turn 73, that's the new age, at least for right now, when it comes to required minimum distributions, you're required to take a certain percentage out of your pre-tax accounts, like your IRAs, your 401ks. Well, let's say you're living a jolly life, you have Social Security and a pension, and you don't need that income.
Yeah.
But they're saying, no, you have to take it. Okay, so now I'm taking that income, let's say it's 30, 40 grand, and that's pushing you into a higher tax bracket. So now you're jumping from 12% to 22%, right? That's a really large jump. And like Taylor had talked about, we want to make sure we're focusing on what we keep. And so that doesn't give us very much control.
There are so many different kinds of retirement accounts and products to look at. How do you know what's right for whom?
It really depends on the client and what their needs are again and what that income level looks like. But I would say everybody should have a good diversification of tax deferred dollars. That's the 401ks and IRAs. The tax free, my favorite, the Roth dollars. Whether you've got that option in your 401k, take advantage of it. And to talk about that for a second, a lot of times I will meet with clients and they'll say, you know, I've got the Roth option, but I haven't contributed to it because I want to make sure I get my match. You're still going to get your match, but that match is going to go in the pre-tax portion. And then we've got your taxable dollars, those non-qualified dollars, which means you've already paid taxes on it, and you're only paying taxes on the gains at capital gains rates. And for most people, that capital gains rate is more than what their ordinary income tax rate is. So it still gives us that flexibility. And then we've got the decision to make, well, let's pull a little bit from the qualified money or maybe do some conversions. Let's pull some from the non-qualified and the Roth money so we've got more income but less taxes.
Okay, what can we do to lower the tax bill in retirement?
Yes, I think it's important to start looking, even if you're in retirement, it's not too late. But looking at it and saying, okay, what do I have right now? What's that qualification of money? And what does the projection look like when it comes to RMD age? Is there anything we can start doing right now that makes sense, like Roth conversions? Converting, yes, you're going to pay the tax on it now. It's going to count as income, but now it's tax-free. And now it gets to grow tax-free.
Definitely how you invest those dollars too. There's some investments out there that are much more tax efficient than others. For example, you know, state and municipal bonds or government bonds. A lot of times those are exempt from state or local taxes or even federal taxes. So making sure that we've got those laddered in there to provide that income that's tax-free. Now, if that's in your IRA, it doesn't matter because you're going to pay the taxes on that money. But in those non-qualified dollars or guaranteed sources of income where we can defer that tax till, you know, do those conversions right now and we'll be in the lower tax bracket 5-6 years from now. We've deferred the tax on these other accounts that are maybe at a long-term capital gains rate, and then we're pulling income from there. So it's really playing the shell game, right?
Yeah.
And figuring out where we need to put those dollars, and it is different and unique for everyone.
And the takeaway, oh, go ahead.
I'll say, and there's charitable gifting. I don't want to leave that out, right?
Yes.
If we have a lot of people who like to tithe and gift.
Yes.
And so instead of saying, oh, I'm going to give, you know, $1,000 each month because that's when I go to church, we can say, well, let's, you know, put a plan together and tithe that full amount to the church, and that doesn't count as income for you or them.
Yeah,
So.
okay. All right, the key takeaway is find somebody, an expert, to help you do it. If you folks at home want to find out how you can reduce or even eliminate your taxes in retirement, the Matsons have a special offer today. If you're nearing retirement or already there, you've saved $250,000 or more, the Matson team will sit down with you to create a comprehensive retirement plan. It's completely complimentary. It'll be an enhanced plan. It'll consider your investments, your income sources, taxes, and more to help you get to and through the retirement you deserve. Reserve a spot now by calling the number on the screen, 800-536-8907. 800-536-8907. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.